In this video, we're going to be reviewing Unit 8, Lesson 2, where we went over how to calculate the perimeter of a square. Using the formula, perimeter equals 4 times the side of a square. So as you guys know, what makes a square is that squares have all equal sides. So for this example, we are going to say that our square has a side of 18 feet. When calculating the perimeter of a square or any math equation, the first step we're going to do is write our formula. So as we went over in class, the perimeter of a square is 4 times the side. Now, like we discussed when we were going over the perimeter of a rectangle, perimeter is really just adding the sides all together. So if you see there are 4 different sides, well, they're not different. There are 4 sides of this square that are all exactly the same. So whether you add your side 4 times, it's just the same as multiplying it by 4. I will show you as we proceed. So the perimeter is 4 times the length of our side. We look to our diagram or in our directions, and it tells us that that our side is 18. Then all that's left for you to do is multiply. So you're going to calculate 4 times 18. You can do that in your head or put that in your calculator. And that gives you 72, always look back, 72 feet. Always make sure your answer has units, and it is just 72 feet because we're not calculating area. We are just looking for the perimeter, adding all our sides. And just to show you, 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 equals 72. Either way, but again, for the purposes of our quiz, our unit, we are using this formula to calculate the perimeter of a square. Now, just to take it to the next level, of course, what if you are given the perimeter but not the length of a side? So let's say the directions tell you that the perimeter of the square is 80 inches, and you are asked to calculate the side, the length of a side. So we always write our formula out. Perimeter equals 4 times the length of a side, and just plug in whatever you can. Plug in what you know. So all we know is our perimeter. So we're going to write 80 equals 4s, because we don't know what our side is. But since that's what we want to find out, that is what we want to get alone. So to get s alone, or the length of our side, this variable alone, we need to do the opposite or the inverse operation of what is going on here. It's being multiplied by 4. The opposite of multiplication is division. Those cancel out, and whatever you do on one side, you must do to the other side of your equation. So you're left with 80 divided by 4, and that gives you 20. Bring down your equal sign, bring down the variable. The length of my side is 20 inches. You always have to label. Okay, and there is working with the perimeter of a square formula.